Good. I like it that you can relate with what we are doing. And this is another lesson. And the last lesson, if you don't feel like that mode, let's do it very fast. Let's proceed this lesson. So, this is a pronunciation class. Pronunciation class. And just as we talk, we introduce the lesson using visuals and word examples. We saw how we can learn to pronounce different words. And today we are saying we are going to focus on R, this sound. I mean how to pronounce sounds. R and this. O. O. Now that you appreciate the importance of this lesson, as we have demonstrated during the first part of this lesson, let me now help you to see the difference between this and this. And you are going to be looking at the position of my tongue as I try to pronounce these sounds. That will be very helpful because the position of your tongue makes all the difference. Of course, as you learned before, there are certain words in which you will have silent R or silent W. Okay? So, now when you want to pronounce the first one, the W, letter W, you say, look at me, look at my tongue. R. R. Look at my tongue. R. 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 This is different. The letter W, you pronounce it, your tongue makes something like, it's as if you want to say O. Oo, hey. It's like you want to say O. This is O, as in cook. Cook. Right? Cook. Cook. Now, you are not here, we are here. So here, O. Ooh. It's also, you look when you say ooh, not ooh. Close, the same as I've shown you with this. Ooh, ooh. Look at the shape of my mouth. Ooh, ooh. Now, for you to understand this better, we are going to look at the examples. We're going to use minimal pairs to demonstrate this clearly so that you can understand what we are learning about. And today, let's use this example, reach and which and which. Look at better. Reach. Sound reach. Look at which. In this case, H is silent. H is silent. So say which. So look at how I pronounce sound W. Which. So once you master how I shape my mouth, my lips, and how I shape my tongue, then you are able to pronounce this sound of the letter W. You can be able to produce the sound perfectly like a native. The same way, letter W, you can produce the right sound. Yes. Now, before we go to our technology system, where we are going to record our speeches, you're going to record yourself reading words that have minimal pairs like this. Then you are going to play. Now, before we go do that, let me rewind what I've just told you. Now, when you want to know the difference between the sound now, you use minimal pairs. So in these cases, we have reach. And when I say reach, you look at my tongue to see how I'm pronouncing it. Reach. Of course, I'm exaggerating kind of. I am like overstressing on this for emphasis purposes. In normal communication, you don't say rich, you say rich. Say rich. So I put some stress here for you to see rich. But you just speak normally, rich, which. Which book are you talking about? The man is very rich. He has millions of dollars. That's the context. Now, let's proceed and log on to our pronunciation platforms. I know you have different ones. Kahoot is one of them that is going to be very good. And you know, some of them, as we said below, before, you just use your web browser, you search for the website. Once you land on the page, when you just land on the page, you just start recording. So let me know which ones are you comfortable with, because we are open to using many different technologies today. Provided this recording, and we have done this before, so we have no problem. You want to record yourself, you pronounce, you listen. After listening to what you are producing, you will compare it with what we have already produced here. For example, you will compare, you will see the version of rich as pronounced by me, because I have shared that audio with you. All of you have it on your gadgets now. Rich, and compare with what you are pronouncing. Once you compare, you are going to identify the sounds. Then you will also produce it and you practice until you get it. Because of course, practice makes perfect. Is that okay? So don't worry if you cannot pronounce it as required at the first try. You can do it 2-3 times and you still find you have difficulties. No worries. I can assure you, after the end of this lesson, you shall have improved. You will have improved up to the required level of fluency. So log on to your sites and let's start that straight away.